I did it. I actually did it. We're back. We're back on Earth 1. There it is. Star Labs. And my old house. And the old lodge. You know, we need to actually, let's just go look around real quick. Hang on. I mean, like, might be leaking some time fluid fuel. The stuff that makes this thing work. We may have sprung a leak somewhere, but we seem to still be at majority power, so I think we're fine. It's probably nothing to worry about. Let's go check this place out. Okay, first of all, the lodge. So can I just say real quick, before getting into the real reason why we're here, I made this lodge. This was one of the first things that I made for Flashcraft and in preparation for everybody to get here. And I wanted to make kind of like a nice, welcoming lodge type of area. And I think for the most part, obviously my design and building skills have improved since then. But I feel like for the most part, this was nice enough. Oops. Nice enough. I liked like the arms coming down and holding the nether portal and kind of guiding people in. And there was like a command central. I mean, it was simple, but it was nice. We had our little board right here with all the sciencey stuff. Science note, math stuff, made up sci-fi. Yeah, it was great. It was great. But one thing that I did after the nether update was I got all of these like new blocks and started to kind of incorporate them. The idea was that maybe the having the nether portal so close was corrupting the lodge. And honestly, I think this looks ridiculous. If I could go back in time, wait a minute, I can go back in time. But if I had the time, I would actually come back here and fix this, make it more lodgy again. And if I was to do anything like that, I would make it more that like it was seeping out from the nether portal as opposed to randomly around like this is some kind of weird Tetris. So yeah, that's my one regret from Earth 1 is both doing this and leaving it like this. And I think even, there's like some mushrooms around and some nether plants. It just looks a little out of place, and I really don't like that. But yeah, Star Labs. Oh man, just actually, my swimming pool. Whee! Yes. Yay! This was a life. I remember sitting here and just like relaxing and freaking out because typically creepers would come and like bob up and down in my pool all the time. That part was not great. Oh, all right. We're gonna go to Star Labs. I promise. But, I mean, come on, this is great. This is my first house here on Flashcraft Earth 1. Beautiful, relaxed, very modern, as you can tell. Had my enchanting area upstairs. This entire design completely stolen off the internet. So that's the other thing too, is I got so much flack for this not being an original design, and that's fair. I think that's fair. Now this was original. My secret lair, the first ever secret lair. Oh yes, my evil plan. I'm not entirely sure where we landed in the timeline of Earth 1. Clearly Star Labs is still, actually, you know what? Actually, let's see. Let's see if we can maybe place this, because Star Labs is still there. It's still in one piece. But in the Room of Doom, yep, the Room of Doom exists. And oh my goodness, look at this. Don't press the button for total destruction. This is right before we destroyed the... Okay, don't press that button. Don't press that button. This is right before we destroyed the world. Or, well, Star Labs anyway. I wonder if Eobard is around, the first Eobard, before, because he ended up falling into lava, but I think he actually fell into lava before I created that button. So he's probably dead, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. We got a newer Eobard. He's on Earth 2, and Earth 2 Eobard is alive, well, and happy. So that is good. All right. So Star Labs and all of its amazing glory. So we are going to build this, or at least rebuild this, and bring Star Labs to Earth 2. Now, it's massive. Like, this thing is absolutely huge. And returning back to it, I almost kind of forgot just how large this was in scale. I think eyeballing it, I mean, I'm pretty sure it is at the very least the size of the Hall of Justice. In fact, it may actually be bigger than the Hall of Justice, which ultimately is not, I mean, no, I mean this is a massive build. And the big trick of Star Labs is the circles. It's all of the curves that this thing has. And so that is the nightmare scenario that we are potentially stepping into with attempting to create this. You know, I remember with making it so that it had kind of a 2-block center. I can't remember if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but it is a thing. Maybe we need to change that in the future. I don't know. We never actually did the interior beyond the speed lab, which obviously isn't, you know, designed to look like a speed lab as much. I mean, Beall definitely did kind of a cool thing here with the control panel. And the idea was that we were using this as, you know, kind of running around using the soul speed. We actually we didn't know that soul speed and essentially super speed was going to be coming to Minecraft when we built this thing. It just kind of worked out really well. And so what I'd like to do is, after we rebuild the exterior in Earth 2, I would like to actually build the interior, but make it more of a like legit interior visually, and then do the speed lab in more of a, I mean, like a legitimate speed lab, you know, probably using soul soil, incorporating that in some capacity, and maybe doing it more wider around the very rim of it. I think that would be really great. And also kind of below. My thought is that we have kind of the pipeline that we would build underneath it, and then this would be more of kind of like a greeting area. And then also, you know, this does become the Flash Museum in the future on the show. And so who knows, maybe on Earth 2, maybe it makes sense for us to actually convert this to a Flash Museum. So maybe have a Flash Museum up top, the Speed Lab below. That could actually be really cool. We might need to think about that. But first, the main reason that I'm here is that I needed to get a sense of like, what were our dimensions for this thing? So, I don't want to disrupt the timeline too much, so I don't want to like break anything. But let's see. So if I need to get a calculator real quick. All right, so negative 1780. All right, so 1711. So 69 blocks from there all the way over to the other. So that's a 69 by 69. If we added one, that would put a 70 by 70, and that would get us back to having more of a central point. Wait, hang on. That doesn't make sense, does it? Wait a minute. Because this, shouldn't it be an even number? Yeah, it should be an even number, right? Because we've got 2 doors and, did we? Wait, what? I think I just kind of blew my own mind here. That can't be right, unless it is 70. And I just did the math wrong, which is highly probable. All right, so if we do like a 70 by 70 type of situation, that's essentially how much we need to excavate on Earth 2 in order to make room for Star Labs. Not a problem. Okay, so honestly, that was the main thing that I needed. I mean, I guess we could like mess around with the height, but even these fins, I feel like I want to kind of take another crack at. Possibly use some different materials. Possibly instead of like white, going with more stone to kind of make it blend in a little bit more with the top. That was something we debated at the time. I think the white won out, but I don't know. I kind of feel like the stone would actually be a little bit more accurate to what is on the show. And then also the fins themselves need to be more like triangular as opposed to kind of kind of this I don't know. I don't know. They just didn't. These are probably the trickiest. Well, I say these are the trickiest. The trickiest part is really the dome itself and curving that dome. That tends to be the trickiest part of like all of our builds is getting the dome curvature correctly. But you know what? We're going to figure that out. We are going to figure that out. And I think we can go ahead and start working on a 70 by 70 place space. We'll need to get the approval of the mayor in order to do it. And I guess the city as a whole, perhaps, you know what, maybe we should just bypass the mayor. We need to put this up to vote. I think the mayor would appreciate that. His power is not all controlling on Earth 2. That we know that belongs to the Supreme Leader. And so as Supreme Leader, I could just make the call myself. But since this does fall into kind of central city planning, I do feel like the mayor should, or rather the people of Central City should help make this call. But all right, 70 by 70, need to remember that. Not a problem. Let's get back to Earth 2. Okay, so yes, we are leaking fuel, but I don't think that's too much of a problem. Probably had something to do with a little bit of taking a little bit of a trek going both on between time and Earths, but I think we should be fine. Let's yeah. Let's get back home. Okay. Yep. You know the drill. Boom. Plug in the coordinates. Boom. There we go. There we go. Boom. And back to Earth 2, baby!
What happened? What's going on? Oh, we crashed. Oh no. Oh no. What happened? Oh.
No. Wait, what is... I'm not even gonna push it. Not even gonna push it. Oh, man. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I don't know what on earth happened, but... We definitely overshot it, people. We definitely overshot it. This is our Earth, but this isn't our time. We're too far ahead. We're way too far ahead. We gotta get back. Is this you? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Yeah, you too. Why? Why would you do this to us, llamas? What have they done? What have they done? What have we done? I just don't know who's responsible. But this is not a future we want to see happen. We got to figure out a way to make it stop. We need to make sure that this never happens. All right. Clues. Okay, Beall is most recently dead, it would appear. Chickawolf, Will, Chickawolfie, Kyle. They seem to have all gone first. Beall, oh, buddy. Oh, my sweet prince. But Fox and I live. Okay. Or at least we're not dead yet. And the vault is still intact, which means that
anything we put in the vault is future-proof, so that we can help our future selves. Right? Right? That's something. That's something to work with. Oh man, we got to get out of here. We definitely got to get out of here. Okay, we need to repair this now. Go away, future cow. Evil future cow. Wow. Okay, time to get back. All right, these coordinates are not going to be exact. That's for sure. But I know that I can get us approximately back to where we left in time. As best I can, anyway. All right, get out of this future. Go back home for real this time. Let's do it. We're going back. We're going back to the present. I hope. Please.